Welcome to Ascend and Awaken. What if one of the most profound spiritual guides in modern movies wasn't a guru on a mountaintop, but a caddy on a golf course? What if a story about a 3-day golf match during the Great Depression was secretly a manual for navigating the deepest struggles of the human soul? On the surface, Robert Redford's 2000 film, The Legend of Bagger Vance, is a gorgeous sports drama about one man's comeback. But if that's all you see, you're missing the point entirely. This isn't just a golf movie, it's a guide to finding your life's purpose, disguised as a Hollywood classic. The story is a masterful and subtle retelling of one of the most sacred spiritual texts in the world. So today, let's peel back the layers of this cinematic parable. We'll uncover the hidden spiritual allegory at its heart, and reveal how the ancient wisdom offered by the mysterious Bagger Vance can help you find your own authentic swing. To understand the cure, we first have to understand the wound. The film introduces us to Captain Ranulph Juna, played by Matt Damon, a man who seemed to have it all. He was Savannah, Georgia's golden boy, a brilliant golfer with a swing so pure it was legendary. He had the love of a beautiful woman, Adele Inver-Gordon, and a future that looked like a sure thing. But then the Great War happened. Juna goes off to fight and comes back a celebrated war hero. But the man who returns is a ghost. He's a shadow of his former self, haunted by the horrors he saw, the lone survivor of a charge that killed his entire company. This isn't just sadness, it's a trauma that has shaken him to his core. Juna represents the lost soul, so buried under pain, regret, and what he woulda, coulda, and shoulda done, that he's forgotten who he truly is. His lost swing isn't about golf, it's a lost purpose, a disconnection from his own spirit. He's out of harmony with the world because he's out of harmony with himself. How many of us, after dealing with trauma, failure, or disappointment, have felt a part of ourselves just break? How many of us have lost touch with that bright, confident, joyful person we used to be? He's disconnected, broken, and spends his days drinking and gambling in isolation, having basically given up on life. Juna's condition is a powerful metaphor for a struggle we all face. And it's into this darkness that a mysterious figure appears, carrying nothing but a small suitcase and an answer to a problem Juna doesn't even know how to solve. Just as Juna hits rock bottom, a man appears out of the evening mist, introducing himself simply as Bagger Vance. He offers to be Juna's caddy for $5, to be paid only if Juna wins. This moment is what kicks off the real story, the spiritual journey. But who or what is Bagger Vance? The answer is woven into the very fabric of the story. The plot of The Legend of Bagger Vance is a modern-day version of the Bhagavad Gita, a foundational text of Hindu philosophy. In the Gita, a great warrior named Arjuna stands on the verge of a huge battle. He looks out and sees friends and family on the other side, and he's completely overcome with doubt and despair. He collapses, refusing to fight. His guide and charioteer is Lord Krishna, an incarnation of the divine who teaches Arjuna about his duty, the nature of life and death, and how to act without being crippled by the results of his actions. The parallels here are direct and powerful. Ranulph Juna is Arjuna, the warrior frozen by his trauma. And Bagger Vance? His name is a clear play on Bhagavan, a Sanskrit title for God, often used for Krishna. Bagger Vance is Krishna, the divine guide who shows up not on a battlefield, but on a golf course in Savannah. Bagger Vance isn't just a caddy, he's a spiritual mentor, a guardian angel, a manifestation of the divine itself. He hasn't come to fix Juna's grip or stance. He has come to guide Juna back to his own soul, to help him remember what he has long forgotten. He tells Juna, "I'm right here with you. I've been with you all along." That's not something a caddy says, it's the voice of a timeless guiding presence. The film brilliantly uses this allegory to explore deep spiritual ideas, making an ancient, complex text feel accessible through the simple metaphor of a game. With the guide in place, the film unfolds into a series of profound spiritual lessons, all delivered through the simple language of golf. Bagger Vance's wisdom isn't about mechanics, it's about metaphysics. He gives Juna 3 core teachings that become the heart of his recovery. Lesson 1. Finding your authentic swing. Early on, Juna's attempts to golf are a total disaster. He's forcing it, trying to think his way back into a game he once played by pure instinct. He tells Juna, "Inside each and every one of us is one true authentic swing, something we was born with, something that's ours and ours alone, something that can't be taught to you or learned, something that got to be remembered." This is the central metaphor of the whole film. The authentic swing isn't a golf technique. It's your true self. It's the person you were before the world told you who you were supposed to be. Juna's journey, and ours, isn't about building a new swing, but remembering the one that's always been there. As Bagger tells him, we got to go find it. It's somewhere in the harmony of all that is, all that was, all that will be. He's telling Juna that his true self is woven into the universe itself, and to find it, he must find his place in that harmony. Once Juna starts to get the idea of his authentic swing, Bagger introduces the next lesson, seeing the field. As Juna struggles, Bagger asks him to just stop and look, not just with his eyes, but with his soul. He wants Juna to connect with the course on a deeper level, to feel its rhythm and its energy. He explains that there's only one shot that's in perfect harmony with the field, an authentic shot, and that shot will choose the player, if the player is open to it. Seeing the field is a metaphor for spiritual awareness. It's about shifting from that narrow, ego-driven view of me against the world to a wider consciousness where you see how everything is connected. Bagger tells Juna to stop overthinking it, saying, "Your hand is wiser than your head is ever going to be." The final and toughest lesson is surrender. As the tournament goes on, Juna starts playing brilliantly, so brilliantly that his ego comes roaring back. He gets overconfident and starts ignoring Bagger's advice, choosing his own shots because he wants to win. And predictably, his game falls apart. He hits a wild shot into the woods, which triggers a terrifying flashback to the war, bringing all his trauma rushing back. This is his breaking point. In the dark woods of his own mind, Bagger finds him and delivers the ultimate teaching. He doesn't offer a strategy. He simply says, "The burden you've been carrying, it's time to lay it down." This directly echoes the core teaching of the Bhagavad Gita, known as Nishkama Karma, the idea of acting without attachment to the results. Bagger tells Juna, "You can't make that ball go in that hole, you got to let it." Only when Juna can finally do this, to let go of his need to win and simply play the game for the love of it, is he truly free. He's no longer playing against his opponents, he's playing in harmony with the field. All of these lessons come to a head near the end of the final round. Juna is now tied with the two greatest golfers on the planet. He has a shot to win it all on the final hole. He has found his swing, he is seeing the field, and he has let go of his demons. While clearing away a small branch, his ball moves. Just a tiny bit. It's almost impossible to see. Nobody saw it. The crowd, his opponents, no one. Only he and the young narrator, Hardy Greaves, know for sure. In this moment, he has every reason to just ignore it and take the glory. A win would mean everything for the town, for Adele, and for his own comeback story. But the Juna facing this choice isn't the same man who started the tournament. He's been changed by Bagger's wisdom. He understands there's a much bigger game being played than golf. Without hesitating, Juna calls a penalty on himself, knowingly giving up his chance to win. This is the true climax of the film. It's not about sinking a putt, it's about an inner victory. Seeing this, Bagger Vance knows his work is done. He tells Juna, "You don't need me no more," and walks away just as mysteriously as he arrived. The Legend of Bagger Vance is a story of redemption, but the kind that comes from within. Ranulph Juna's journey from a broken veteran to a man of peace and integrity is a powerful roadmap for our own lives. The film teaches us that deep inside every one of us, underneath the scars and the failures, there is a true and authentic self just waiting to be remembered. If you found this breakdown insightful and it gave you a new perspective on the film, please subscribe to Ascend and Awaken for more weekly insights on spirituality, awakening, and finding meaning in unexpected places. I'd love to read your thoughts in the comments. What did the Legend of Bagger Vance teach you about life and your own journey? Thanks for watching.